with Matt, running through a little bit of a leg day. So the first exercise we're going to start off with is the deficit stiff-legged deadlift. So for this exercise, you're going to get into your normal deadlift position. So same width of the feet, same grip on the bar, and then you'll be on a little bit of an elevated platform. And then when you do the exercise, you're going to straighten your legs just a tad. It's not going to be fully locked out at the knees, just because you don't want to do any damage to the nerves. So keep a little bit of a bend in the knees, feel the stretch in the hamstrings, open up your hips to utilize the glutes, keep your back straight, and just shoot it up using your glutes and your hammies. So while Matt's doing these straight-legged deadlifts, he's gotten up to his first working set. So he's going to do around 5 sets now for today. But remember, for each exercise, you want to start off with a low amount of volume, low intensity, and as you increase from week to week, pick up the volume a bit, add a set or two, add some reps, maybe increase the intensity just a tad, just to make sure that you're overloading. For the straight-legged deadlift, when we look at the hamstrings anatomy, we've got 4 different muscles involved. 3 of them are hip extensors and hip flexors, and so those 3 hamstring muscles that are involved in the hip, we want to work very hard and heavy, just because they are mostly fast twitch muscles. And so we're going to work with quite a decent amount of weight for Matthew. He's working with 140 for sets of 6. So rep range also quite low. Make sure you're pushing it nice and heavy. And then when we hit the other part of the hamstring, which flexes the knee, we'll drop the weight a bit, do a little bit more reps, and increase the volume.
I'm through standing in line, the clubs I'll never get in. It's like the bottom of the ninth, and I'm never gonna win this. Life hasn't turned out quite the way I want it to be. I want a brand new house on an episode of Cribs, and a bathroom I can play baseball in, and a king-size tub big enough for 10 plus me. I need a credit card that's got no limit, and a big black gym with a bedroom in it. Gonna join the Mile High Club at 37,000 feet. I want a new tour bus full of old guitars, mount a star on Hollywood Boulevard. Somewhere between Cher and James Dean is fine for me.
Killer stuff, dude.
Is that it?
Way to grow those freaking hamstrings, eh? Now I'm gonna sit down. So I was saying to TK is, like the last probably 2 reps, I probably could move up much quicker, but to keep the exact form, to really like emphasize the hamstrings, you're actually gonna move slow up. Make sure it's literally only on your hamstrings, glutes, because that's what you want to target. So form over everything, I'd say.
We're going on to the next movement, which is going to be high bar squats. So Matt, in general, is a high bar squatter. We're going to alter the movement just a little bit. So you'll see him incorporate a lot more quads. It's going to be a very, very humbling movement. Check it out.
I'm kind of nervous, you just sit humbling, right?
As deep as you can without your back rounding. Okay, stop. Okay, take a deep breath in. Okay, deep breath out. Deep breath. Deeper, big breath in. Deep breath out. Squeeze your core, squeeze your core. Squeeze in front of your hip flexors, a little bit deeper. Deep breath out. Squeeze your core, straighten the back. Good. Squeeze in front here, deep breath in. Up.
Hey, hey, I wanna be a rock star.
remember, you want to start off with a lower volume, a lower amount of sets, lower amount of reps, and then from week to week you'll increase that, increase the intensity, and increase the load on the bar. For the high bar squat, we're going to go as low as possible, okay? Hamstrings to your calves. This is the game of quads. You want full flexion of the knee, full extension of the knee, squeezing at the top. There's no playing around with powerlifting squats. Hitting depth it doesn't play a role here. It's full extension, full flexion of the knee, and this is how you can hold your quads. If you're struggling to hold your quads, this might be why. If you're squatting just to depth, maybe doing some leg presses, maybe doing some lunges, those are all half movements. You want full flexion, full extension of the quads. Awesome.
So, very interesting. I'm going about a third of the weight I would usually do, but really focusing on like hitting the right depth. Over the past couple of weeks I've been doing like sets of 5x5, 3x3, sets of 8, but really just hitting like just past parallel. That's more going to be focusing on like strength. What TK is trying to explain to us now is like really building those quads and like in terms of hypertrophy work, so bodybuilding, getting the bigger quads. So it's like, again, it's very important, squeeze to the top, like fully locked down, squeeze the quads, deep down, up again. Stretch, squeeze, this is TK said, freaking killer.
Exercise number 3 is going to be Bulgarian split squats. This one we're going to warm up, get to top sets where we will drop set. So we'll have dumbbells, we'll utilize dumbbells with the bench. The reason for this, instead of a split machine or something that's a little bit more controlled, like maybe a one-legged leg press, the reason why we're doing it with dumbbells so that the adductors and the abductors and glute medius can kick in to stabilize the movement. So Matt's going to start us off. We'll grab a lightweight, warm up, and then our top sets, we'll do some drop sets with no weight as well. Get a little bit of a pump, get the metabolite and the blood.
Now we're talking, this is my type of thing, drop set. This is kind of like my type of training, another drop sets, as simple. What I was telling TK is that even though it might seem like I'm dying in the set, I'm able to recover quite quickly from this thing compared to, like, for instance, the heavy stiff leg deadlift or the squats, just because it's less fatiguing, or it seems like it might hurt more. So in that way you can get more volume in, higher reps, more blood flow, better pumps, muscle growth, getting them gains.
We're doing is the standing leg curl. So we're going to hit sets of 15 just because this part of the hamstring can tolerate a lot higher volume and a little bit more metabolite focused movements, unlike the rest of the hamstring that hinges at the hip that can only tolerate pretty heavy training. So we're going to throw in some reps here, throw in this last extra sets just to get the pump, and what you'll see Matt doing is, as he sets up for this movement, he's going to focus on one leg at a time. He's going to drive his hips into the bench so that his glutes stays contracted, and this just allows a little bit more stability for the hamstrings to have a full contraction and full stretch.
And then what you'll notice as well towards the end is we're doing 15, the first like 10 I'll do on my own, but then you'll get so fatigued because you're squeezing the whole time and getting the mind muscle connection all the way to squeeze, all the way down. You'll see that towards the end, like I can't even speak. Last 5 reps, TK will then help me up just at the like contraction position, just to make sure he's still getting that full contraction, full mind muscle connection, just like hammering the hamstrings. Let's go. Thanks guys. tuning in. Thanks for watching. This is quite a high level workout, I'd say. Definitely give it a go. If you start crying or don't make it through, comment down below and truly follow MJ Elite, obviously, or subscribe. But more importantly, follow Coach TK. He took us through this intense workout, solid workout, hits like all aspects, not only just like good training and good like pump in general. We actually went through all the muscle groups, all the different like hamstrings, in all the angles, in the quads, all the angles, in the quads, all the different rep ranges. Really solid workout. And if you enjoyed this workout and you want to see more, subscribe, leave a like, and support your boy.
As well, bro.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know, when you train legs, you forget your phone, bro. Come on.
Yeah, I
Use
need
your phone. Tom's calling you.
That's my dad.